Halo Sobat Chemikes, UNES has just inaugurated two modern educational facilities at FMIPA Universitas Negeri Semarang, namely the Fabrication Laboratory and Smart Classroom, which are the result of international cooperation program between Sogang University from South Korea and the Chemistry Department of FMIPA Universitas Negeri Semarang through the LUPIC program, Leading University Project for International Programs. And we will thoroughly discuss with what LUPIC is and how it plays a role in supporting sustainable education, especially with its partners. I'm Zaenal Abidin, your host for this episode of the Chemicast. So our today topic in this special episode of the podcast is LUPIC and sustainable education, realizing the excellence of education through smart classroom technology and STEM-based fabrication laboratory. Currently, we are in the corner of the newly smart classroom that just inaugurated by our rector. And to discuss further about the topics, we have brought in Professor Wonkoo Lee, or Professor Lee, the director of LUPIC program. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
This episode. So talking about LUPIC program, I think all the viewers need to know the program well before we discuss further. So could you please elaborate more detail about the LUPIC program?
Okay. Thank you very much for inviting me to this Chemicast program. And I'm very happy to be here today to talk about the LUPIC program. LUPIC program is supported by the Ministry of Education Korea. And its goal is to enhance the educational environment in many developing countries. So in LUPIC, under the LUPIC program, there are many programs, and I am leading one of those many, maybe more than 30 programs under the LUPIC umbrella. And this LUPIC program in Indonesia is supporting three government universities, including UPI in Bandung, and UNNES in Semarang, and Undiksha in Bali. So our goal is to provide a better educational environment for the students here in three universities, so that they have better education during their school. Then after they graduate, then become the teachers and go to a remote area. Then they can adapt the new technologies to facilitate education in many remote areas.
So we are really grateful UNES become part of the projects, and we can give a lot of provide a lot of activities. It's not only for UNES, but also for society, especially for the schools and others. Okay, you see just now that Mr. Rector just officially inaugurated two educational facilities in FMIPA UNES, and both are technology-based facilities. To what extent is this technology capable of achieving of the goal, especially of LUPIC programs?
This facility is just the beginning of the tech-based education. So using these smart classrooms, the students can come to this room and they can develop their teaching skills, so that when they become teachers in real educational field, they can give more better education to the students. And Fablab, new Fablab, is in recent days, many industries using the Fablab technologies, using 3D printers and CNC laser cutting machines and Arduino, that kind of things. So using those devices, students can come to the Fablab with their ideas and imagination, and that facility can fulfill their ideas to become the reality. So we hope that many students can participate that program so that they can develop their ideas and they eventually they can be very helpful for the students to be there. Yeah.
Okay. Just now you deliver a material about the sustainable educations, especially the use of technology in this current situation, because I think technology is very essential for us, especially for the students or maybe for pre-service teacher, because they will deliver their material through technology. So you mentioned about sustainable educations. So why is sustainable important or essential in educations?
As I mentioned during my talk this morning, sustainability is very important in many areas because without sustainability, I don't think we will have a good future. So, in terms of natural resources, many natural resources are depleting, and we need to think about the sustainability in that sense. Also, in education, also we need to emphasize that kind of sustainability in social, in economic viewpoint, a social viewpoint, and educational viewpoint, so that students can realize that we are facing that kind of challenges in the future. So the knowing that kind of things during the student time is very important to prepare for their lives in the future.
Okay, so the LUPIC program is also what you call that, like having a goal to make a sustainable educations come true to
Yes, yes.
especially for developing countries, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the context of evolving technology, do you think that sustainable education is more about infrastructure or maybe pedagogy or maybe the mindset of educators or maybe the
The
students?
combined all of things.
The combine all of
Yes,
them. Okay, all
yes,
aspect need to be
yes.
included.
So tech-based education is starting in many countries, even developed countries. It's in the beginning stage, I guess. So I think there is no barrier. So we are starting, every country's, starting at the same time. Now, especially after the pandemic period, we realized the tech-based education is very important, to be resilient in those very critical times. And the many companies developed the new technology about how to educate students when we have that kind of a serious situation. And the many countries are trying to adapt to the new environment, and many people think that that is not the end of a pandemic. So we have to prepare for the next pandemic. So how can we overcome when the next pandemic comes to us? So that in that case, this tech-based education, how can we adopt that tech-based education and deliver the education to the students is very important.
So the use of technology is inevitable right now. So regarding the use of technology in Indonesia, especially because I think between remote area or maybe urban area, they have different gaps.
Yeah.
So we may still have challenges when we use technology. So in your opinion, how should we face this emerging challenge?
I don't think we can solve all the problem at the same time.
Okay.
But if we compare the situation maybe 10 years ago from now, it was more different between the developed area and the remote area. But after 10 years, now many remote area now can have internet connection, even though there are some areas which place do not have a good internet connection, but it became much better compared with 10 years ago. So once they can connect to the internet, there are many educational resources which is provided for free. So we can utilize those educational, the resources, and then we can provide better educational service to the students in a remote area.
Okay, I do agree with you. So we can got a lot of informations from internet. We got a lot of resources. So the lecturer or maybe the teacher is not the only resource to gain knowledge, right?
No.
Okay, so sometimes if we use technology, we need to have like a good digital literacy
Yes.
and also the capability of critical thinking skills. So, in your opinion, how should we balance between digital literacy with critical thinking skills to ensure students are well equipped to navigate both the digital and real world challenge in the futures?
It's a very nice question. I think the young generation, those college students, are much better, than us about the new technology. They know how to use this all AI related stuff and ChatGPT stuff. But many educators now, some of them do not understand about AIs and ChatGPT and many new technologies. So maybe the students can teach the teachers, right, at this moment. So we need to collaborate between teachers and students, and then we can become better know about the new technology. Let me take a simple example about the preparation of this presentation material. Until a few days ago, I didn't know I am supposed to give a 30-minute talk about this tech-based and sustainable education during the ceremony. And my staff told me, "Oh, you are supposed to give a talk." What are you talking about? I don't know anything. Pak Gilang didn't say anything to me about this presentation. So how can I prepare this presentation material? I asked my son, "Oh, I have this kind of problem now, and could you help me with this PPT?" Then he said, "Oh, I know there's an AI which helps the preparation of this PowerPoint file." So I gave him the title of my talk. Then he found the Google Gamma. Google Gamma is helping, the preparation of this PowerPoint material. Then the Google Gamma gave this wonderful material within less than 10 seconds, right? So this is what's happening. The old generation might not be aware of this new technology so far, but young generations are very good at this technology. So we need to help each other at this moment. And the educators also should be educated from the younger generation. So
Okay,
we need
yeah.
a cooperation.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Sometimes we learn from our students as well,
yeah.
because they may be better in the technology
Yeah.
skills. Okay. Now uh, talking about smart classroom and also fabrication labs, implementing these facilities, I think maybe if we use these facilities often require significant investments. So how do you persuade maybe UNES or the partner of Lupix, or UPI and also Undiksa, be they of for example, if it is used for their long-term value, is there any what do you call that, like suggestions regarding if we after Lupix done, what should we do? Maybe
That's
like the expectations of the Lupix programs, because I think there is a timeline from the Lupix to give
right.
facilities to the
Yeah,
parties.
the LUPIC program can support UNES, UPI, Undiksha for 6 years from
Only 6 years.
2023. So we have maybe 4 more years to come. And it is about sustainability, right?
Yes.
After the LUPIC program, how can you how can you keep the sustainability of these facilities?
Yes.
That's a very tough question, and I hope all the institutions, UPI, UNES, and Undiksha, can find a good solution for the problems, because we after the program there will be no support from the Korean government.
Okay. So we need to what do you call that, like still remains or sustain the process with or without the Lupix support, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think I do agree with you. So yeah. You just mentioned about the fabrication labs will give or facilitate the process of stems, and then how can fabrication lab be used to bridging the gaps between academic knowledge and also the practical skill required in the workforce?
When the students graduate and go to industry, for example, in many industry these days, they use fab lab facilities,
Okay.
especially in the production. So if they learn during their school time, if they can learn the technology or skills using using 3D printers or laser cutting machines and Arduino programming, it can increase their value when they go out to the society. So that would be a great asset for the students who participate the program.
Okay, so how can we measure the long-term impact of technology on the sustainability of educational system across different region and economics?
As I mentioned in the talk, with the internet connection, we can communicate with anybody
Okay.
in the world. So there's no regional barrier, there's no
no
language
border.
barrier, there's no time barrier at all. So what I want is try to make a community with anybody who are interested in this topic, then make a community, build a community. That'll be very important in the future.
Okay. If we talk about the use of technology, sometimes there is ethical concerns. It's not in some school in Indonesia, especially, there is a restriction. For example, the use of mobile devices. So sometimes if we give the practice, teaching practice to our pre-service teachers in micro teachings courses, they can use mobile devices, but then if they have real practice in school, they cannot practice freely because there is a restrictions in the school.
They do not
The
have.
student do not allow to use mobile device and so on and so forth. That's kind of challenge that the student teacher will face in the real problems. So with increasing reliance on technology in classrooms, how can we address ethical concerns such as surveillance, data privacy, and maybe other potential dehumanizations of educations? What is your opinion?
Yeah, that's very tough. In many countries, as far as I know, in many countries, trying to adopt AI-based textbook, and Korea is one of those countries, and many people are against that idea. So some countries who already adopted that AI-based textbook, they are trying to go back to the previous system, paper textbook. So this high-tech based education cannot solve, all the problem, I guess. So we need a balance between this tech-based education and also the conventional educational system. So the conventional education system has been in the society for a long time, and we are very well know about how system works. And the AI things, the new technology things just came into the educational field. So we need to find a good balance between the high-tech based education and the conventional educational system. But that would be not easy to find the optimum ratio between those two. And we need to make many trial and error things to find a good solution.
To find
So
a good solution.
that's a question everybody, many countries and many society have.
So is this also happen in Koreans?
Oh yes, yes.
Oh, so the experience is similar.
Yeah.
I mean, there are still
Indonesia is
restrictions.
not the only country who are facing that kind of problems.
No,
you know.
okay. So we need to balance things between conventional or traditional pedagogy
Yes.
things with the technology base. Okay, I do agree with you. So maybe the international collaborations between Sogang University is what you call that, like strengthening our visions to be world-class university, and also the excellence of pioneering of in educations. So we really grateful to be part of these projects, and we hoping that we can still what do you call that, make a good collaboration in the futures. So maybe you can give us close statements regarding today's discussions about sustainable education through implementation of the two facilities that just have been inaugurated by directors.
So Sogang University is a Catholic university, Catholic private university in Korea, which was inaugurated by a Catholic priest about 50 years ago. And the university has emphasized the education very much. So even though we do not have a long history in Korea universities, the Sogang University became one of the major universities in Korea because of that emphasis on education. So we know the education is very important. And we so that the university can also emphasizes the spreading the education throughout other communities. So that's how I and other professors come to many other countries, and especially the developing countries like Cambodia, Vietnam, Indonesia, Nepal, kind of. So they try to spread out the education to improve those schools. So that is one of the value we pursue. And this using these new facilities in UNES, I believe these facilities can help students who can become better teachers when they graduate and go to the real educational field. And I wish as many students can utilize these facilities, and so that they become a better educator in the future.
Okay, thank you so much. That's wrap up our discussion today. I'd like to thank Professor Lee for your sharings, your insight, and also experiences. Thank you so much. Okay, your perspective has truly broadened our understandings of these critical intersections. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for inviting me to this wonderful podcast.
My pleasures. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. So for all the Chemicash viewers, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Chemicash. If you found today's discussion inspiring, be sure to share it with others and continue the conversation. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast to stay updated on the future's episodes. We'll see you next time. Until then, stay curious, stay inspired, and as always, keep learning. I'm Zaenal Abidin. Bye.